Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. So we're going to try to acclimatize some tissue culture. I got this little sample from the plant nursery that I made a video, I think 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. It's the nursery called Vivero Portugués, Cactus Portugués. So what we're going to do is simply take this out of the media, clean it, and then we're going to try a couple different methods of acclimatizing. One will be, as you can see here, one of my self-watering pots, and another will be something that should be somewhat easy to acquire, which is the seedling tray that have the cover and the adjustable humidity regulator, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to try these two things, and we're going to try coconut coir, I think. And we're going to try the Fluval Stratum. Both of these are good at retaining humidity, and well, we'll see which one works best. I think I have around 17 seedlings or 17 little plants. So this tissue culture is, if I'm not mistaken, the Alocasia Scalprum. I am not that good with Alocasias, however, I do want to try and see if I'm lucky with this batch. As you can see here, I think you can see it in the camera, since I can't see sadly, I think you're able to see that all of the pink area is pretty much a bacteria, or it's I forgot the name, like it's infected, but it really doesn't hurt the plant at all. It simply consumes the gel and the vitamins that are in it. So to begin with, we're gonna open it, and we're going to have to wash all the gel, and we're gonna start with the media. So to begin with, let's start by removing the plastic that's just there to seal it. And again, I have not opened these, so this is my first time getting some tissue culture. It's very strange, I do have to say. I'm not sure if it's too close to the camera or too far, but you can see there, hopefully. So it's a bit, it actually has a lot of bacteria, so it's very affected. I've seen people say that you're not supposed to use your bare hands when touching the plants. However, I don't have any gloves, like the nylon gloves. So first, well, I'm gonna use these, and I have here some water with fertilizer, pretty much. So we're just going to be using a little bit of this to make sure that we remove all of the gel. I don't want to waste it because it is fertilized. So this is just to wash all of the gel. I don't know if I should use like a toothbrush to, like an old toothbrush, just like wash it away, but they're like stuck together. So I'm just gonna take out each of them and place them in the water. I need to be very gentle. I don't want to break this. I'm actually very scared of that. So a lot of these don't seem to have some good root development. Maybe you can see it there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe. And it fell in my hand. Oh, I don't have any. So they don't really have much roots, so I hope they're able to survive. I lost a leaf, so yeah, this was a tiny leaf. I'm just gonna put everything in here since I'm not sure exactly how these will grow. Not many of them have roots, which is somewhat concerning. And since this batch of tissue culture is contaminated, that was the word I was looking for, contaminated, I got it at a pretty cheap price, I'd say, since the contamination, as I said, doesn't affect the plant, but it can bring some more complexity to trying to acclimatize it. Oh, this one's a plant too. I thought it was a broken leaf. It's also a plant. Most of these seem to have a tiny rhizome or stem. I'm not sure if these are actually also called rhizomes, but they seem to all have a base. So here, I don't know if you can see properly. I don't know if I put it a bit too far. Hopefully you're able to see me taking these out. A lot of these have either broken or damaged leaves. That's the only part that's worrying me. But so let's just hope and see if we can get some, at least a few of these to actually grow. So that's what we're left with, just a bunch of agar. But I don't know if it's the multiplication media or the rooting media, because I do know there's multiple types. It does feel like a type of weird cello, like hard cello. That's strange. But okay, so hopefully it's centered. And now we simply need to, I do have these to cut off any ugly leaves that I see. But for now, I think I'm just gonna switch them around. I do know I need to remove all of it, like completely. So I think I'm going to get another cup with just clean water, or more of the fertilized water. Okay, so I got this tiny dish just to rinse it a bit more, and I am going to use this spray bottle pretty much just to wash it a bit more thoroughly, so to say. I think it's a bit too strong, but I don't want any of the bacteria that was on the media to actually transfer over. Yeah, sadly I don't have another insert to like remove these, so maybe I can grab it here, then use tweezers just to pull off the dead leaves and actually not touch that area. I feel like this part will take a minute since I'm trying not to touch the gel. As I said, I've seen people say that you're not supposed to touch the gel, other people that say it doesn't really matter, so I'm not really sure. A lot of this is just dead tissue and some of the gel, so removing it shouldn't harm the plant at all. I do want to be careful not to remove the roots, however, since the plant does need those. You see a lot of these are just dead leaves. So it looks like I removed as much as I could from the first one. Now you can see it. So now I think I can use this with not that strong. Spray and just pretty much power wash off all the agar. And now it should be safer to touch, and it does feel a lot cleaner, so that's good news. For now, I will just move it to this little dish, since I don't want it to dry out much. Maybe with a bit of water and move it to the side. And now we just have to repeat that 17 more times. Okay, so it looks like we are finally done with cleaning up every single piece of tissue culture. All I did was pretty much just remove the either rotting leaves or the stem. I don't know if you can tell, maybe. Like most of these little stems at the bottom were already rotting. So since I don't want to keep anything damaged or rotten inside with the plant when I move it to the seeds, the seedling places, it took me, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. I'm not even sure. I'll see it on the recording, but it's pretty much around 30 minutes just to clean them up. Looks like this is one too, but doesn't have any leaves. Oh, maybe I'll clean it. I'll just put it there for now. We'll see, maybe it'll still work or still live. I'm not sure, since, as I said, it doesn't have any leaves. We also have these two tiny pieces that pretty much the rhizome in the tissue culture was pretty long, so I cut off these pieces and I will place them in a sealed container just to see if I can get them to sprout or to root. I don't know. Those are also a bit of an experiment. So to begin with this section, as I said, these are ready. I think I will only put one here. I'll look for the best looking one, just so I can make sure that it has the best chance of surviving. It looks like this one. I should have fixed these better. This looks like a good one, or this one. I'm not sure which one. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but this one looks like this leaf is broken, but this one is the newest one. It's looking great. However, in this other one, it has a bit of root, this one isn't broken and there's a new one already coming in. I'm gonna do this one since I still need to place this in a humidity high area. I think it's easier if I use the smaller one to put it where I want to put it. I'll show you in a minute. So since this one's gonna be self-watering, I am just going to pass the string. Let's see if I can actually get it through though. So it's through, and other one. There we go. So just have to get the string right through. There we go. And for this one, I am going to use Fluval Stratum. So it's over here. I just got one in my in a fish store that's near my house. So I'm gonna use pure Fluval Stratum. Hopefully this works. As I said, this is my first time. This is my first time using tissue culture, trying to grow tissue culture. So this is pretty much an experiment, just to see how it develops and to see if we can actually grow these properly. So I'm just making sure that the little rhizome is touching the string, just to ensure it has constant humidity or is very close to the water source. And then just gonna pop it off a little bit. Since I don't want it to rot, I'm not gonna cover much of it. So maybe about there. I don't know if you can see it. If not, I'll show you at the end of the video, or I'll record a clip and just put it there on the screen. But here we have our first little plant, and I am going to use the fertilized water that I was using to clean them, since I want to give it the best shot at growing. So just put a bit of water there, put this right through. So this is pretty much how this little guy is gonna stay, and I'll put it in the same. It's still one of these, but I am trying to acclimatize my Monstera Dansoni mint, since it grows in high humidity, like grow box, I think. And yesterday I did move it there to try to acclimatize it. So I will pass this to that dish too, and I will seal it just to make sure it contains or retains very, very high humidity. Just give it a bit of water, just to start getting it wet so it's not dry for long. So this one is ready, and let's move on to this next one. But I think I need another one of these, just so I don't take these out right now. I do have quite a bit of these. I did order them, I think as a 6 or an 8 pack. So I got them from Amazon. They were around maybe like $20, so they're pretty affordable. Now we just clip this part here, making sure it's sealed, because I don't know if you can see it. It has the fully open vent and closed. This should retain humidity pretty much at almost 100%, and we'll just place this here. Since we do have a lot of seeds, I'll most likely need 2 of these. So since we're going to try methods, I am going to do half in Fluval Stratum, and I don't know if you can hear me. I'll do half in Fluval Stratum and half in the coconut coir. So I'm just gonna fill these up. Yeah, say this leaf broke. I don't know if it was broken from when I got it like this, or if it broke when I was cleaning them, but I'm gonna put this one right here just to make sure that none of the sides touch the plastic on the cover. I will water these with the fertilized water, but I'm gonna leave it for last since I do want to not keep these other ones in air for too long. As I said before, since they were used to pretty much 100% humidity, I don't want them to dry out. I do need one of these two. So, just clip this on here. Yeah. Go, and I have my coconut coir here. So there are a couple of the little plantlets that aren't, I think one of the ones I showed you before, they don't really have any type of root or rhizome. They don't really, they pretty much don't have any root or rhizome. So I think it'll be a bit difficult for those to survive, but pretty much most of them have rhizomes, so you should be able to live properly. Now with this, I can make the tiny space since it's not as easily movable as a stratum. It's easy to just have the little holes. So now the same process, just placing each of these at an appropriate depth, just to ensure the leaves don't rot. Overall, I am very happy with the process. These plants, as I said, they are very small. However, it is a nice challenge just to see the process of actually acclimatizing these, having them grow. It's pretty fun just to try them out. So if you're able to ever get some tissue culture, I do encourage you to try. You do need a lot of patience since cleaning them can be a bit tedious, but overall it's pretty fun. So there you go. I need the fertilized water. So I do have it in a big container, a 6-liter container. It's easy to just mix all of it or a bunch of it at the same time. And then I simply use one of my watering cans. I don't put it in this sprayer or mister since I don't want it. It does have some type of grains and that can damage the sprayer, so I don't really want to risk it there. Oh wait, I missed one. I missed one here. Actually, I can put this one that I said I was gonna try. I'm gonna try to save this. Let's just see if it can survive. I'm not sure if it will be able to, but who knows, maybe it'll be one of the lucky few that survive. Well, hopefully more than a few survive, but you get my point. So now we're just gonna give it a quick watering. I don't want the stratum to float, and this is just to get the humidity started close to the plant, since I do need to keep the bottom with some type of reservoir or a certain amount of water. I want to stay. So I'm gonna lift it up very gently. So you can see in the bottom, there's a bit of the water. Just gonna give it a bit more, just to ensure that it makes contact with the bottom, and the stratum can just pull the water that it needs. So this is the first one. Just gonna keep it covered. I'm gonna put a bit of tape all around, just to make sure that it doesn't escape from here, since it is loose. I don't want the water to escape through there. Quick spray of just normal water and cover it like this. Do the same with this one, just to make sure that even the plastic gets a bit of water. They'll just help speed up the process of pretty much just making sure everything is humid, since we do need very high humidity. Once we can, even if we can accelerate the process even by a little bit, it will be very, very useful. Then we're just gonna place it with this Calansoni mint. Just gonna place them in here and keep them, hopefully they don't fall, but just keep them covered, ensuring that the humidity stays very, very high. So I think that's pretty much it. I will keep you updated on the changes, if any of these die sooner rather than later, which ones develop new leaves, or so on and so forth. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.